What's going on, guys? Last night's WWE Monday Night Raw in Brooklyn, New York, October 6, 2014. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed WWE main event this evening. And SmackDown 15 will be this Friday. They are currently taping as I speak in Philly. I wish I could be there, but had some other things I had to get done. These are the times where I wish I had my license, so next year gonna be going to events like this. Ringside Fest was this past weekend, so it was amazing. So don't feel too bad for not going to SmackDown tonight, but if you are there, hopefully you guys are enjoying it. SmackDown 15 this Friday night. Anyway, last night's Monday Night Raw, the show began with Seth Rollins just being angry at Dean Ambrose and John Cena. John Cena interrupted and attacked Rollins, but Rollins escaped into the crowd. While in the crowd, right next to Rollins, standing there, was Dean Ambrose. That was hilarious, amazing segment. Dean Ambrose attacked Rollins. Rollins tried to go back into the ringside area, and Ambrose ended up jumping the security railing on both Rollins and Cena. Triple H then came out and made an Ambrose and Cena versus Rollins, Kane, and Randy Orton for the main event, a 3-on-2 handicap match, as since John Cena and Dean Ambrose both wanted their hands on Seth Rollins, Triple H said they can, but in the 3-on-2 handicap match. The first match of the evening was the Usos and Dolph Ziggler defeating Goldust, Stardust, and Cesaro in this amazing match, back and forth match. All these six men full of talent, but Stardust did lose the match for his team after the triple super kick by Dolph Ziggler and the Usos, followed by a top rope splash. Adam Rose escorted Kathie Lee and Hoda from the Today Show to the ring. They didn't really do anything but fell into the rosebuds, so nothing really too interesting there. Bo Dallas somehow defeated Mark Henry. Mark Henry was angry, tried to do a World's Strongest Slam into the announce table to Bo Dallas, but Bo Dallas reversed it, jumped back into the ground, and jumped into the ring as the referee was at 9. So Bo Dallas defeated Mark Henry via countout. Dean Ambrose told John Cena he was hungry and he'd rather go to Coney Island and get some hot dogs, and he didn't want to be John Cena's tag team partner, so left the arena. Got on the subway train. That was hilarious because they actually showed it. I was hoping they showed Ambrose like on the ride or something like that, but they showed him on the subway, so that was pretty solid. Brie Bella defeated Summer Rae. Nikki Bella set up the match so that Brie had to wrestle with one hand tied behind her back. Brie was still able to win as she hit Summer Rae with the knee to the face for the win. Jack Swagger defeated Tyson Kidd. Swagger countered Kidd's off the top rope and won by the Patriot Lock. Natalya was ringside, just hyping the whole Total Divas feud between Tyson Kidd and Natalya, as Tyson Kidd was like being rude to Natalya, used Natalya as a shield against Jack Swagger at one point, and stuff like that. Roman Reigns appeared via satellite and said that he was going to be back soon, and that he was counting the days and will be back sooner rather than later. El Torito defeated Mini Gator Hornswoggle in the alligator costume with the moonsault, and the crowd in Brooklyn actually started a "This is stupid" chant, so that was pretty funny. Rusev and Lana cut a promo on The Big Show saying The Big Show ripped the Russian flag and that was extremely disrespectful and stuff like that, when "if you smell what The Rock is cooking," that music hit. The Rock made his return. Finally, The Rock has come back to Brooklyn, New York. The Rock made his return, cut an amazing promo on Rusev and Lana, and finally just hit the extremely amazing punches to Rusev, threw Rusev out of the ring, and The Rock was electrifying to say the least. Rock always is electrifying. Came on Raw last night in Brooklyn, woke up the crowd, and just returned. So it was amazing. The Rock has finally come back. So The Rock insulted Rusev and Lana, so that was pretty solid and set up amazingly. Now, in the Raw preview, I let you guys know that Rock was in New York. I didn't actually think he was going to appear just because that would be a big thing, but he did and shocked everyone. So kudos to WWE and The Rock for being extremely electrifying. That was followed by Paige and Alicia Fox defeating AJ Lee and Emma. AJ walked off on Emma, leaving Emma alone as Paige pinned Emma after the Rampage finisher. The Miz defeated Sheamus. Sheamus hit Mizdow with a bro kick. That allowed Miz to sneak up on Sheamus and get a roll up for the win. Damien Mizdow was extremely popular with the Brooklyn crowd as they were chanting, "We want Sandow" at one point. Sandow gave a punch to Sheamus when the ref was distracted and the crowd went crazy. So, pretty solid there. Also in the opening match, Dolph Ziggler got a huge pop as well, so pretty solid there. Joan Luden spoke about her fight against breast cancer and introduced a group of breast cancer survivors who were in the front row behind the announcers table. So kudos to WWE for setting them up to be ringside and see all the action at Raw. Kudos to Joan London for her battle and all the survivors. John Cena came out, so kudos to him. Respect to him for showing his respect to Joan and the survivors. John Cena defeated Randy Orton, Kane, and Seth Rollins by disqualification in the handicap match when the Authority just beat up Cena. They all just teamed up on Cena and started attacking him, allowing the ref to hit the bell. After the match, Dean Ambrose music hit. I thought when it hit, it was going to show him on like the screen, the Titantron on a ride or something like that. But Dean Ambrose showed up with the hot dog cart. If you aren't familiar with New York City, they have tons of hot dog vendors. So Dean Ambrose showed up with a hot dog cart and attacked the Authority with hot dogs, mustard, ketchup, and tongs to Seth Rollins' no-no zone. And yeah, so Dean Ambrose came out of nowhere with the hot dogs. That was pretty hilarious. Dean Ambrose, always hilarious. Dean Ambrose, always funny. So I loved it. And after that, Triple H made John Cena versus Dean Ambrose at the Hell in the Cell pay-per-view a little bit later this month, where the winner will face Seth Rollins in the Cell, and I believe the loser will be facing Randy Orton on the pay-per-view as well. So that match was announced by Triple H, the winner moving on to face Seth Rollins. After that, Ambrose hit Cena with a Dirty Deeds, a double-arm DDT to end the show, and Dean Ambrose simply made a statement that he doesn't care about John Cena. He tried to tell John Cena not to get in his way, not to give him a reason not to like him, and John Cena did just that. He gave Dean Ambrose a reason not to like him, so Dean Ambrose gave him the Dirty Deeds to finish last night's Monday Night Raw in Brooklyn, New York, setting up Hell in a Cell. Dean Ambrose versus John Cena, where the winner will face Seth Rollins. Ambrose and Cena are going to put on a great match. Pretty solid Raw last night. Brooklyn, New York. Hopefully you guys enjoyed.